Welcome back to the Just Box, y'all. I'm your host, Chandra Clark, and today's chapter is all about seeing what the world has to say about sinners. Now, you guys, so the last time, you heard from me, it was my personal testimony, but really today we're going live with people, real people, the critics, the fans, and the reaction. So let's talk about the film and what the others think about the film or say about the film. Now, first of all, I want to get right into the numbers. And the response for the numbers is too loud, y'all. When I tell y'all Sinners was directed by Ryan Coogler. Okay, look at me. Yes, look at that. And starred Michael B. Jordan that shook the office box with 63 million in 1 week. Now, I'm gonna say this here. I think that it kind of was it bigger than Black Panther? Did it make more than Black Panther?
No, I don't think it made more than Black Panther, but it definitely been up there as of lately, and everybody been loving it. It's just different.
Bro, and that's the history, that's the power. The proof that people are hungry for stories that speak the truth. To be honest with you, now again, some people may disagree. And again, that's why this voice that you hear, we're going to talk more about this young man that you hear. He's awesome, by the way. Now, wasn't just the ticket sales. Now, critics gave it a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, if you don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is, can you tell them what Rotten Tomatoes is?
Rotten Tomatoes, they be scoring movies. They judge it by tomatoes.
Right, granted. And the more tomatoes you have is what?
It's better.
It's better. So it doesn't mean when they say rotten, it don't mean it's just a joke in a way. It means that it's good. Audience gave it a in cinema score. So
because it was amazing.
Bro, people ain't just talking about this, man. People are like just acting it out, in church.
I mean, it was one of the most unique movies of the last 5 years.
Bro, it talked up some spirits. You hear me? It talked up a lot. It's more than just the movie. If you got just the movie out of it, I'm gonna need you to step back and think about it one more time.
I'm telling you.
I mean, think about it. Like spirit, the spirit in the store was just like. So when they was dancing in the Jew joint,
a lot of people start popping up,
bro. People uses films such as music, pain, race, culture, and yes, evil. Of course, the evil spirit in the movie. You know what I'm saying? People sees all that, but to show you something deeper, like for instance, the Jew joint scene. It got folks talking. It something to say. It was what it was. The Jew joint was like, okay, we know we're gonna get these people together. We know how to get these together.
That's what we do.
We know how to. They ought to know we like the party. So
it's crazy that you said that because that one scene when he explaining how the blues came to be to Sammy when Delta Slim was explaining it, he was explaining this is sacred what we do when we get together like this and make this music make it happen like this, like black people do.
That's what I'm saying. And think about it. There were spirits dancing all around the Jew joints. When I say every kind, but they weren't even from heaven, man. It was from the darkness. So think about it. That guitar player that was playing all that, the devil wanted him. Just like in life, the enemy will dress himself up in all type of disguises. He will make things sound good because he uses that in everything that he could do. Remember, he was the head, he was in the choir. You know what I'm saying? This is just me. The stuff that you guys hear me saying right now, this is what I was raised. This is what I know. Again, other people have their different belief, but the devil was like the number one in the choir. But even then, God had his hands on him. God had his hands on the boy that was singing. It's like the devil couldn't even touch him. Like he was protected. That's just how I feel. Now, you can tell me how you feel, but this is just how I feel. Now, granted, like I say, I have Dante here, right? Okay, Dante here. Like, be honest with you. Tell me how you feel. Like, what did you hear from this movie? Like, what did you see? How did this film move you? Like,
I mean, how it didn't move me to be shorter. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it got so many layers to it. Like, Black Thought was front and center, and that was interesting. Like, even his interviews after making the movie, it was kind of like he was thrown off because like people was thinking about Black Thought, and they had like an interview, and he was in the interview, and they started talking about the black paradox within playing a black person in the movie, and the girl knew about it, so it threw him off because we don't think people know that type of literature about black art, but people are opening their mind to like what Black Thought is and why it is that way, and that's a question for the whole world because black people are unique and we've been through a lot and we have a lot to say about it.
It's crazy that you said we went through a lot because, to be honest with you, like, people don't realize the only way that we can let our people see what we need them to see is to show them what we've been through.
It's always that we gotta say the truth. Like the part where they was riding in the car and Delta Slim was talking about how his old friend took out all his money and tried to buy a train ticket, and they framed him for and said that he robbed a white man and raped his wife, and they hung him in the train station and they cut off his manhood.
Right.
And he started humming right after that to show that's where the music come from. The pain.
That's right. The pain. Felt. Exactly. You know? Exactly.
Like, it ain't called the blues because we was feeling green. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. And what people don't realize, our pain is our music, and our music can be honest money. Music is pain, man. I'm gonna say this here. Yeah, we listen to good music and stuff, but you can't tell me, even though they got gospel singers, the music for them has brought, their music is their pain. You know, and when think about it, when we as African Americans hear things like good music, what's the first thing we do? Oh, shucks, now, oh, that sounds good. You know, we try to come up with a way to enjoy that music. But then we think about it. You know, why you think so many rappers now are like coming up? They're rapping.
It's all about the vibrations, man.
Right.
Music ain't nothing but vibrations. And when you do music right, you set off a certain vibration, and that's what attracted the vampire. He wanted that vibration, that frequency.
Okay, that frequency.
Yeah, he wanted that frequency. His whole thing was the music, you know. Because remember when he did the music, it's some of the ancestors and it's some of everybody around him. But he was a vampire, so he couldn't see his ancestors. He couldn't die.
Yeah.
Like, he'd been living for so long, he didn't see all those people that died.
Yeah.
So he wanted that music to connect him to his people again. Because if you really pay attention, the vampire in the movie, all he wanted was community.
That's it.
That's all he wanted whole time. He wanted the people. Because if you really pay attention, he got everybody that left the juke joint on his team.
Everybody, bro.
They went outside. They was dancing, having a bonfire. He got everybody. He brought the party outside.
But what I really thought about too, he got everybody. But in reality, bro, if you look at it, if we stay persistent in life, if we stay persistent on that right path, all that stuff, even though we know we go through a lot, I understand that. But remember, I told you, Dante, that you stay so level-headed. You say so humble, and you say, man, it's more to that. I get it. Mm-hmm. But if we stay committed and we stay on that right path that we on, there's gonna be so much stuff they're gonna try to knock us down. They're gonna be trying.
It has been a lot. You know what I mean?
Right? Come on now, it's going on right now. You just talked about earlier today where two countries are going to war.
Yeah. They just started war. I think they might have made a ceasefire for the next couple of days, India and Pakistan, but I have no idea if they actually did.
I seen it on the news how they just bombed the building, bro. Like,
every day you wake up and you don't got a bomb over your head, you should be grateful nowadays.
Come on now, somebody. And people don't realize that sometimes movies come out to show us that signs are real and that we need to switch it up. You know, Passion of Christ came out. When Passion of Christ came out, I believe they prayed that out to put fear in people. But see, when you see the movie Sinners is giving you day and age people, and also stuff that really that happens right now. You know, yeah, they might have made it look old, but the scenarios is real. Think about it. They're using that juke joint clubs out here. The club, I'm not gonna name no club because I don't want to put nothing bad on no club, but they have some clubs out here that when you go to them clubs, that's just like that, man. The devil can come in that club, bro, and pick out who he want to pick out and just attack.
I mean, personally, I be chilling, man. I don't be going to club. I left that a long time ago because it's like you in a dark room with a whole bunch of people and nobody got good intentions, man.
Right.
Man, you drunk in the club falling out. Come on, man. You need to go.
Right. And you wonder what happened.
I'm telling you, man.
You know.
It's so crazy because the sinners, okay, the movie's about sin. We all sinners. That was the point of the movie. And the people that was actually sinning, they died, if you really paid attention.
All right now. Yeah.
If you really paid attention to the movie, everybody that was actually sinning, the girl that came that was married but had the older husband, so she wanted to sleep with Sammy, she ended up dying.
Mm-hmm.
Delta Slim, he wasn't doing shit with his life. He ended up dying. But he was like drinking a lot of things, even though I love the way that character, like, he was playing a drunk at first, but then he switched
he
up.
Sobered up. Like, it's like he
knew what the situation was.
He knew what it was because
I can do that too, by the way. Like, when I don't care if I've been drinking, I can sober up right quick.
But you know what's crazy, bro? Like, I don't know who I was with, but somebody said, I don't know what it is when I think it was my niece or somebody, and they said, man, when I see my friends drunk and I'm a little tipsy, man, I quickly sober up because you know, somebody got to be the sober person. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely, but you guys listen.
That's how they get you.
And we should have done this in the beginning, but before I even finish this off, or I'm not even close to being finished, I do want to give obedience to my Most High, to, you know, for thanking you for allowing me to do this today. And also too, again, I cannot finish whatever I'm doing in life if I have to say this. If I have ever done anything to anyone, and if I crossed your path any way of being disrespectful, I do apologize. Because again, I can't sit here and dictate what I want to dictate in life if I can't acknowledge my wrongdoing. So again, I do want to say I do apologize. But also, you guys, I want to introduce you guys, one of the new members of the team, Dante.
What's up?
Y'all gotta meet him. You know, y'all might not ever see him. You might just hear his voice. But when I say he's a humble young guy, I met him like literally one time, and I was like, I seen him that one time, and I was like, it's more to him than just who he is. And you know, today was the day, like, we hung out today, and when I tell you he's a profound young man, he has so much information, you guys. So on segments, when we have segments, you're gonna hear him, and when he's on random, he have random parts. He have random, like, he's gonna bust out and say it. And to me, I feel, Dante, that when you say that, you're giving us the push to go look this up, get information.
We got smartphones. We ain't gotta be dumb.
Right. Come on, man. I just seen something the other day with somebody say, what would you say about your after graduating? She was like, man, I Googled everything.
I'm telling you,
know,
man.
So it's
Einstein said, don't memorize nothing you can look up.
Come on now, somebody. So that being said, see, just what you just said, that is information. Man, again, what we got to offer here at the Just Box, man, is information. But Deontay, how did you feel? First, y'all, like, I feel like when I want to bring somebody on the team, I want them to be brought on like in the back in the day when somebody wanted you, they will make sure you're comfortable. They're going to make sure that you're good, and just not just good, but make you feel wanted. And today was Deontay Day, just to show him that I appreciate him. He was in one of my scripts, and like less than 30 minutes he memorized his part. So again, big dog, that's me just saying thank you to you, because just to even look at it now, my boy did good, man. And then we did a Young and the Restless scene, y'all, and they just had a little fuzzy stuff around it, but I'm gonna actually post that. And then shout out to um, Valencia. She was the writer for that script, and shout out to her. She's a profound writer. When I get her information, I'm gonna actually most definitely tag her in this and give you guys her information. She's a good writer, and she's a humble young lady too as well. But also, but Dante, I'm saying it right because I feel like I'm.
Yeah, it's Dante. I was just gonna tell you, it's Dante. But second of all, you know what's crazy about you talking about this script? Mm-hmm. We had totally different perspectives on that. Like when I first read it, I'm thinking like, because I'm playing a detective. I'm thinking like Batman. Like I'm gonna come in with the deep voice and all dark. I'm Batman. I'm thinking like that. But y'all was like, no, you gotta make it sexy. I was like, sexy.
Yeah, it was a scene because when I first read it, the first thing I thought about was what's
the Restless?
The Young and Restless
in the heat of the night.
It was all three of them mixed because in the heat of the night you was a black the guy in there whatever. But when I tell you it was the moment of when you grabbed my hand, boy. It was like, how many times I had to do that take over, Dante?
It was about 4 or 5.
Y'all, I swear, I think we still have those bloopers. You know how when you watch the Young and Restless growing up, and you couldn't help but watch it because they forced you to watch it.
That boy Victor was bad.
Victor, y'all, I'm gonna tell you like this, bang.
Most wanted.
Victor, my boy was Victor. I was at a piano and we had did the scene was so good. Well, actually, who did the edit on there did a wonderful job. They did a great job.
I really enjoyed that too. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of that. That was fun.
And thank y'all for letting me be a part of that. I can honestly say that I had so much fun. And for them to have faith in me that I can do the part was good. They said I had said a lot of cuss words. They said I was cussing a lot, but they had to edit and things. So it didn't seem like they did their wonderful job.
Do you want to find your sister? Stop.
Yes, I want to find my sister detective.
You stupid.
Bro, when I tell you, y'all, it was. We had moments. It was fun. It was so fun. But I will say it was so hard to get him to be to elevate his voice, you guys. When you hear him in person, you like, oh no, I don't know what it is. He's a man. It took him. We did a lot of takes on him. With the elevate him, maybe about 3 or 4, but we could not elevate him to get louder than what he is. So when he did that part, he was like, "That's it. That's all I'm gonna give you. That's all we're gonna give you today." So we had a good time, and I would love to do a sequel of that. I would love Valencia to
Batman Returns,
bro. Hey Valencia, you hear this, man? Come on, man. So.
I mean, I definitely like. But my point I was trying to make was we had different perspectives of the same script.
Yes,
and you can have different perspectives of a movie.
Yes,
and there's so many different perspectives of this movie. Because even when he was talking about the whole making it about vampires thing, and everybody thinking vampires, they thinking about Count Dracula. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're thinking about Count. I suck your blood and all that.
Right.
But he was saying that those people actually stole that story from Ireland, and that is why the vampire is Irish.
Y'all hear that?
Because they have a old story about vampires that predates all that in Ireland. And I ain't gonna lie, that Irish shit was going ham in the movie. Man, when them vampires was dancing, I almost started skedaddling, whatever they was doing.
And you know what's crazy? Just even watching that part, when I tell you my spirit at that moment just watching it, I knew what it was. I feel like I knew exactly what it was. The movie didn't. Some people say, "Oh, it was scary." What?
You know what it was?
What?
You know what it was? Because even with the scene in the juke joint, and they had the black people popping up showing the evolution of black music. They also had the Asian culture.
Yes, they had Asian, Jamaican.
And they also had the Irish culture.
Yes,
in there. His black thought was showing respects to everybody. You know what I mean?
Bro,
giving them their right part in the movie. Because that Irish part, man. Every time, now that I think about it, they got a thing that's on social media right now where the guy who played Cornbread, I forget his name, I can't think of it right now.
You talking about On Life? I mean, not,
8 Mile.
8 Miles.
Yeah, and he was rapping at the freestyle. 10 freaking girls. I can't get it out of my head.
Couldn't wait to say that, y'all.
I really can't get it out of my head, man. Because like I love 8 Mile. I love Eminem, and he played that part. And now he part of a legendary movie. It's like a part of the culture at this point. Vampires screaming 10 freaky girls. It's part of the culture.
He been y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, he been waiting to say this since
all
earlier,
day,
bro. But
I've been saying it all day.
And now to 10 freaking girls. Now he gonna have y'all going back and look at that and look and see and listen to that.
It's
see,
hilarious.
he's gonna always give us on homework because now I'm gonna be sitting here looking it up, and then when I come back on the show, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I saw the 10 freaking girls. So like that, you know.
And plus, he's an amazing actor. He's a black all-star.
Yes, he's a good. When I tell you, he's played in a lot of good movies, but he showed his persistence in movies. Like he is really good. So yeah, that young man, I'm not gonna lie, the guy he picked great people to play their parts.
And his part in that movie, on that part that I'm talking about, where he talking outside the juke joint, trying to get in the juke joint, is gonna forever be legendary because of one part. When he say, "Man, come on, another," and he rushed his hands on, and he was like,
but look,
"Come on now, son."
Right,
Like, come on now, son.
Now look, my part that I love when he said, "You gonna let me in? You gonna let me in?" You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When the lady was like, "Nah, I got a question. Why you saying letting you in when you can come on in?
Why you just don't walk your big ass in here?" That's not how we talk to each other. And they caught that. What the fuck you mean? Can't you come in here?
But you know what? I love the fact that they use just black culture, bro.
Yeah, like, it's like we know.
You know your mama say shut that damn door.
What is you doing with your hand, sir?
Right.
You ain't coming to here, thug.
Right. So
You ain't coming to
I
here.
can honestly tell you, they did great by that movie.
They really did.
Bro, you did a good job, man. I wish I could shake your hand personally and tell you, both of you guys did a good job, Michael JB.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
But no, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother segment.
That's what I'm saying.
His performance is a movie on his own.
I will say this here, bro. If you had an evil twin,
me?
No, Michael B.
Oh, Michael B.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. You played that part good.
I'm telling you.
Now there was some areas where I can see there was a split screen. I being in film school, you can tell when it was you can tell when it was a delay. I did see 2 delays.
I mean, they lined it up pretty good.
They did great.
They did great.
But when I tell you, as just being in film school, you could see what they used, what they did. It was, I will say this here, Michael, you did a damn good job.
Come on, man.
And Ryan, huh?
So that boy did his thing.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You keep letting God use you, man. Keep letting God put you where He needs to put you, bro. Do not allow nobody, not even yourself, tear you down. And that goes for you too, Michael. When I tell you guys did a profound job, I all I can tell you, I'm gonna just say this here. You do a sequel, man. Do another one.
I like listening to him talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You ever heard him talk? Ryan Coogler. I like the way
I heard him on. He did he was on somebody. You know, when somebody do a recording or something, and he was talking. He's very intelligent.
He really is.
Very intelligent.
You know, he came from I want to say Inglewood.
No, I ain't know that.
No, Oakland. He from Oakland, and you know it's like the Black Panther area. So he was saying like, you know, like studying up on Marxism, studying up on capitalism. He was thinking about these things. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people were saying like, you know, the vampires are supposed to represent like capitalism, draining the people of their talent and wanting to be a part of them. Because notice they wanted Sammy. Sammy was all the talent, but he was for the black people. But the vampire was like, no, we want you. We want your talent.
Right.
You know, and he was offering something. He was offering you eternal life, but you had to work for him. But it's symbolism, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the thing. Like, these movies is teaching us exactly what it is, but we're not taking it in. We're not even understanding. Like, all back when I saw this movie, bro, the first thing I said was Holy Spirit. Like, I just knew that I was gonna love this movie.
I'm telling you, as soon as it started rolling,
bro, I knew that I knew that movie was just like. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna just tell y'all, we got more chapters coming. Like, this ain't just what we got right now. We got more chapters, and it's just like The Just Box is just not about movie reviews at all. You know, it's about soul reviews. I'm being honest. If we can help you fix your soul, I ain't trying to get you. I'm just letting you know.
You know, it's funny that you say that.
Go ahead.
No, because I was saying, I was watching Spike Lee talk about the movie, right? And you know, Spike Lee, legendary filmmaker. You know what I mean? Bamboozle, one of my favorite movies of all time. Shout out to him for that.
Go ahead, Spike. Woo!
Gotta check it out if you ain't never seen Bamboozle. It don't look the most flattering. Look like it was shot on the iPhone from back then, but it's legendary.
It's legendary, and you'll learn something from it.
You'll definitely learn something for it. But he was talking about the movie, and he was talking about how he was so excited that he thought he was at the side of the Knicks game. Shout out to the Knicks for
that's what I'm saying. I tell you, I was excited because
the Eastern Conference Finals. Shout out to the Knicks, man.
Yeah, because
them boys going crazy in New York. They climbing poles. Sick. Man, imagine they win the conference final. Imagine they win the championship. They're gonna tear up New York. But that's not the point.
What would you do if you get a ticket to the finals?
I'm going. No, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing after that, but I know I'm going. I mean,
I know you're gonna go, but
I'm gonna go crazy, man.
You know,
but I need the Pelicans to get there, though. You know, that's a topic for another day.
I'm gonna let y'all know. If y'all don't know him right now, y'all better know he like the Pelicans.
You better,
because I'm gonna say this here, y'all. He got on my butt.
Telling you, man, you got to go for the hometown team, man.
And it's right, because you know what? I'm just so glad that you said that, because some of us in life, we forget about where we from.
Can't forget about
and we tend to venture out and not understand our where we from need help too.
Girl, you know, I just realized the movie shot in Louisiana too.
Yes,
shout out to that.
Yes,
for real. You gotta show my face some love,
and that's the reason why I want to do it so much, because, bro, some of the spots where they filmed that, I want us to go take a trip out there. You can, it's free. You know, it's a land.
No cap.
So you know, a lot of
somebody I knew actually knew one of the shots. They was like, "Oh, I know that street. My grandma lived right around the corner." I'm like, "Damn."
That's what I'm saying. So y'all, you know, what do your experience say about after watching the movie Sinners? You know, what's your walk with the guard looking like? Like, I'm just asking, this is just me. Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to change? Or I mean, are you ready to just change your mindset? Just think about, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you watch this movie, bro, and you ain't think about a lot of stuff, bro, when I tell you, when I saw this movie, this is me again. This is my thing. What I'm saying, I saw the Bible from Genesis to Revelations. I to me personally, that's just me. Again, Dante, we gonna get your part, you know, through more chapters. But when I saw this movie, I saw the from Genesis to Revelations, because in life, what we go through, this movie has put it so simple. This movie has went back to our ancestors on how the floor that we danced on is ancestors of our dead bodies. You know, we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That is how the devil can make something look so good. Make it seem like it tastes so good, but it ain't no good for you. You see what I'm saying? And
it's true.
We got to go through stuff in life. We have to go through a lot of stuff. Now, like I have always said from the beginning, I'm not perfect at all. I still have growth that I have to go through and I have to do. But if we don't start right now, again, I told you before, Dante, God is a God of signs. Mm-hmm. And I do believe that when this movie came out, this movie is out right now, still, you know, people still talking about it. I do believe this movie is really letting us know, man, do you know what times that we're in right now?
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? And if we don't think about it, if we don't understand it, man, we're gonna forget about it. And when you forget about it, it's not gonna exist anymore. You know, if you ask kids right now what this dinosaur is, they cannot tell you what that dinosaur is, because they have not. We are stopped teaching what they should know.
Man, that's the least. I don't mean to switch it up, but man, the education is so bad in Louisiana. Getting back on Louisiana, we have been at the bottom of education for a long time, and we got to fix it.
Yeah, right. And that's gonna be another segment, y'all. Education is, listen, bro. I'm gonna say this, y'all. When I went to Texas for my college, you know, I didn't finish out there. I went out there. The experience that I had, bro, I'm gonna say this here: Texas is huge, and I want to. I love Texas. I will do a family compound there, and when I tell you, I love Texas, but the education system is so oh my God, it's so good, bro. Like they are preparing your kids for the what ifs that are what is. And it's like in Louisiana, man, we're showing them the what is, but what about the what is? You have to get them prepared. Our education system sucks.
And it's
I
so
don't
crazy
care.
because we have so much opportunity. You know what I mean?
So much, and y'all,
So
we
much
got
culture.
the fundings, bro. This movie just made $63 million. You know, I know Louisiana got some money out
No,
there.
they got some of that bread.
Man, you
Break
can't
it
even
off.
tell me Louisiana ain't got no money from that movie, man.
They ain't got to power that plantation no more. It didn't burn down. Go ahead and give us some of that money.
You see that? You see that plantation had burnt down, y'all?
Yeah, I saw it.
Bro.
I got in an argument with somebody on Instagram because I said, you know,
but you
ancestors
know,
free. You know, like that's how we think.
But sometimes the best way to let it go is to burn it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And they was like, well, they're going to mess up the business. I was like, the business? That's what you see when you see that? You thinking about the business. Because I'm thinking about the people that
But some people would never understand it. They never had lived through it or had people that been through it. Some people going to speak on, yeah, but do you know anybody you know personally in your family that been through that? No, okay then.
I mean, but I can understand that, but I can't understand it on a human level. You know what I mean? Those was human beings. You know what I'm saying? And they were treated like cattle. That's why it's called chattel slavery.
That's why our race take it to heart. I might not know what they felt like back then, but I want to understand how they felt.
I don't know about that one.
I want to understand. I want to not saying I want to get beat like they got
not
beat.
that. I'm just saying I could understand.
People speak about their ancestors all the time,
of course,
and I could speak on my ancestors, but do I really understand my ancestors?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You see what I'm saying? Like I can go to a museum all day and look at Martin Luther King all day, but do I really understand what he stood for?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Really so until you understand,
that's what I'm saying. I got to understand where my ancestors come from, and bro, I got a lot of learning to do. I ain't perfect. By all means, a lot of stuff. This young man that told me today, I did not know.
I got another one for you, man. You know who I think about when I think about when my mind started to be like, oh, life is this, life is that.
Who that?
Harriet Tubman. Oh. Man, Harriet Tubman was up every day freeing people. I'm talking about running through the jungle.
And we still don't give her the thanks she deserves.
I'm telling you, man, she was a secret agent and all. Like she was spying for the Union on the Confederate.
People don't know, we was the first spy. Let me shut up.
Man, it'd be crazy, man. You gotta read that lady's story, man. That lady was cut like that every day. Man, I don't even know gangsters on the street that's gonna do that every day.
Gangsters on the street can't save their
They're not gonna get up every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day you friend somebody.
They can't save their family.
Every day you running from dogs. You know what I mean?
Right. And
damn, man.
Let me say this is Harriet Tubman never back down for nothing.
She ain't back down from shit.
And then when you look at it, she has more followers than we have followers right now. She has more social media intake that I have more content because you can look her up for history to come.
She was supposed to be on the $20 bill at one point. They should have did that shit. Now. Harriet Tubman. Give me one of them Harriets.
Come on now, what Harriet?
Give me my Harriets.
Give me my Harriet. Come on.
My Tubman. Come on. My Tubman.
Hey Tubman, baby. Come here, baby.
I'm telling you, man, they should have did that. They slipped on that one. I mean, she was amazing though, bro. Cause like I'm man.
It's a lot of stuff, bro, that I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like
back to what I was talking about earlier though about Sinners and Spike Lee.
Oh yeah.
So when he was speaking on it, he was speaking on the Michael B. Jordan characters. He was talking about the twins. And he was like, you know, he saw what he did with the characters. You know what I mean? Kind of like paralleling each other. And I don't know if you ever read The Soul of Black Folks by W.B. Du Bois.
No. Do I need to get that?
You definitely do. Every black person really needs to read it because it's basically just a timeline of how we got to this point that we at now and like why it's so hard to get back up. Because as a black person, you should know that the free man bureau was in charge of the slaves and they were supposed to teach them to read, teach them how to live life, and also keep their money. There was a bank for the slaves. Man, don't you know they lost them people money? The people ain't had nothing. They lost it. Or they lost it, you know, quotes. Came up missing. Can you imagine that the slavery losing your money that you did have?
You know what?
Because that definitely happened with the Freeman's Bureau, but you know, a lot of people don't know that.
No one. I'm going to say this and you feed me news right now because I'm looking up some stuff that you're saying.
For real. You got to know about the Freeman's Bureau. But yeah, the book basically is a timeline of how we got to this point. And he said that each black person is a soul, two souls within one. you know, and we start our life in a veil. You know, we don't know the outside world. We don't know who we actually are. We don't know what we are.
Right.
And you have to lift that veil one day, as we all do eventually. You know what I mean? Dr. King, Malcolm X, we all lifted that veil to see what was on the other side from what we grew up from, you know?
Right.
And he speaks on that veil. And they were saying the characters were supposed to be both sides of that veil. Because, you know, one side of the veil is what they be called, you know, the ignorant person or the ignorant side. You know, we call them niggas and Negroes and all this. And not knowing side. You look at Stacks, you know, he was about money, he was about fast talking, he was about this, he was about that. And then you got the other side of the black people, which is the, you know, want to come home, you know, the lawyer side, you know, trying to stay true to yourself. You know, it's the two souls within one. Now you got an American and an African within one soul. And that's just in W.B. Du Bois' book, The Soul of Black Folks. Check it out.
I was just about to ask you, The Soul of Black Folks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to even sit here and lie and say I read the whole thing, but I listened to the whole thing a couple times. About a 6-7 hour book, you know?
Yeah, I'm about to...
You can look it up on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. But yeah, like, more black people should know that that's a book about black people. You know what I mean? Like, and that character shows what we go through and what we are trying to obtain, if that makes sense.
I understand, yeah.
Because, like, if you really pay attention in the end, everybody got what they wanted. Even though they were sinners, they got what they wanted. Stacks, he got to live forever. He didn't need protection no more because he became a vampire.
Uh-huh.
And Smoke ended up, well, I'm guessing they was alluding to that he was dead, that he died when he got shot, and he got to be with his baby and his baby mama. Mm-hmm. That's what he wanted the whole time. And I love that scene because...
Yes, I do, like...
Yeah, that's a great scene, bro.
You know, and I have said something before. That movie also just reminded me of the disciple Job. You know, he had to lose everything he had, and that other twin lost his brother into the other side. You know what I'm saying? And all he wanted was, granted, I look at it as a good twin, a bad twin. All he wanted was to be a good husband. He wanted to be right for his wife. He wanted to be with his family. Sometimes the devil can take you on a long road that seems good for you and your health.
I'm telling you.
But God will bring you back home to show you that devil is only showing you what's good, but let me show you what's really gonna happen.
I'm telling you.
You know, time is not on our side, but when we do get that time for it to be on our side, we got to treasure that time. Mm-hmm. And I feel as if that movie has given so many people the confidence, the power to show what they believe in. How would they address the situation? Or if you had somebody come to you that, you know, you went to school with for years, they come say, man, remember we used to do this. How would you handle that situation?
I would have went.
I ain't gonna even that's what I'm saying. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. The family that really shocked me the most was the Asian family. When they left their daughter, and the daughter knew
something was wrong.
Because ain't nobody from my mom and daddy past ever came and got them, ever came and showed them money.
I mean, yeah, but they shouldn't have got them. They should have left them where the fuck they was. Let's talk about that.
But I get it. But you got to understand, they were old friends, so they all made a pact with each other. Man, if I come up with something good, I'm gonna come back and get you. But the daughter knew in her heart, I'm not gonna see my parents again. So that look that she gave her parents, and when they drove away, she accepted the fact that I have to be the adult now. I took that out of that movie. I'm telling you, bro, I want to watch it.
I never really paid attention to that.
If you look at the scene where when the parents drove off and her mom said, take care of whatever she told her, the way the daughter looked in her eyes, she knew, this is my time. I have to be an adult. And to hear that and to see that are decisions in life. These kids have to be the adult.
I mean, you're going to have to be an adult eventually.
But why so young? Because of this, but you have to understand the decision you make as a parent will reflect on the generation that you have created.
Of course.
So so at that moment she knew. Now I knew my mom and daddy was a thug back in the day.
I don't know.
if you look at it,
She did give a look.
but look how the mama acted like she was when they came and got her, she was a totally different person. When she started working behind that bar, she was different. So I'm gonna say this here. If you see the movie when they went to visit, the Asian family, you can tell in the town that the wife listened to her husband. You can tell, but you can tell that she runs he gives her to run something. But
that's supposed to go.
When it went to shift up to where that they had to work with old boy, she was the say source. Like, no, people had to go through her. You have to look at it, and when the daughter, it's just the look that she gave her parents, the last look that she looked, she knew that I'm not gonna see them no more.
Definitely was a look.
But I'm telling you, bro, y'all watch it, and we got this is chapter 2. Now we got more things we need to talk about. We have more chapters. And I'm gonna say this here. I would love to have you on some more.
Of course.
I mean, I would love to have you on.
I got a lot to say.
Right.
I just started talking.
See, just right. So listen, chapter 3, we are gonna go deeper because we really got more to say. Just like he said, we really got more to say. We got some more guests lined up. We're gonna break down how it was with filming. How faith really can really, what you believe in can really dictate what you're going to go in life. So chapter 3 is going to dig deeper into what else is in this movie. Because again, I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all 12 chapters. And the reason why I say 12 chapters because 12 disciples. And when I go into that, it's a little bit deeper. Each chapter you're going to hear a little bit more, but it's a reason why I chose to use chapters and not episode. Because again, we was all raised to read a book and to learn the chapters and to understand those chapters. Everybody is raised differently. Everybody believes is differently. But in order for me to understand a book, I wasn't raised to read it from the back to the beginning. I was raised to read it from the beginning to the back. Or the
Unless you read the manga.
Come on now, somebody.
Because they read it back.
Yes. Yeah. So I was never that kid that will open their chips up from the bottom.
Kids weird anyway. No, I'm just
y'all hear that? You see what I'm saying? But I really just want y'all to understand that this chapter 2 ain't just gonna stop from here. I'm glad we did it on this Sunday. I would love to do Sinners every Sunday, the reviews. And this is just something that I feel that we should, think about and do. But again, I'm Chandra Clark, and that is Dante. So this has been chapter 2 of the Just Box of 12. So what I'm asking you guys to do is stay strong, stay prayed up, stay watching good movies, but also if you can keep watching Sinners and find something new every time. Because I'm going to tell you this, Sinners, I'm going to tell you, every time you watch it, bro, it's going to be something in your life that you have been through that scenario is going to make you realize, and to me, that is a sign. So what I'm saying, bro, look at it again. That is a movie that I would want to watch, like The Lion King, over and over again.
And just for the vampires dancing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about that boy was
the African one was
like, oh man, that boy going in, bro. He got the nut in his hand.
Yes.
And then Michael B. Jordan, he was playing that part as that vampire.
Bro.
Telling you, man.
Now, the graphics in there was awesome. Ryan, whoever you had on your graphics, bro, give them a bonus. And I'm not saying whatever bonus, man, but give them big recognition. When I say bonus, like recognition, because the graphics was awesome. Whoever you using your digital platform, they did awesome. I was moved by the amount of time that was put into that. They did an awesome job, and bro, y'all, this is just chapter 2 now. Chapter 3, we're gonna come strong.
Stronger, way stronger.
And I'm gonna say this here, y'all heard me say, I don't know, I'm so glad I don't think I had said any cuss words this time.
I think I did.
But it's okay. But it's okay. It's cool. I just wanna, it's a part of growth. I just wanna see where we growing, But you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, like I said before, you guys, this is the Just Box, so your peace remains still. so your mind can get filled and you won't get a bill, and that is called information. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. And again, chapter 3, we coming strong. So again, like, share, subscribe, follow us, share us. And Dante, tell them where your platform is. Tell them to come follow you. Like, where you at? What's your Instagram? What's popping?
I'm on my Instagram at nothing_ to see here.
Wait,
That's what I put my name in.
wait. I'm gonna say it again.
Nothing_ to the number 2 see, but hear like you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just wanted to, do something different.
Yes, that is different because I thought you was trying to make a joke in the beginning. Okay, mine says nothing. You had paused for a good. You say nothing. I was like, well, hold on.
Yeah,
okay.
because, I'm
No, it was,
nauseous,
but it was perfect how you said it. He was like, so my Instagram is nothing, and I'm like, what? But you guys, yes, this is this young man. I'm going to actually post my skit of him doing it, and also I'm going to get with Valencia, who wrote the other script, the one that was Young and the Restless for me, and I'm going to make sure that it's okay with her that I post her, skit, even though we did acting part, it's just a part of communication and protocol. So I'm going to get with her and see if I can post it.
You know what I want to talk about next time? Or maybe the time after that, we're going to fit it in somewhere. Yeah. We're going to talk about different perspectives.
Yes, so y'all.
I was blessed to see 2 different versions of the movie. I think I saw like the Indian version, but it's edited differently from the American version because we have different perspectives and like different things.
So I want to see that though. I want to see the one you talking about, that one. And you guys, I want y'all to understand too, a lot of these movies is put in different things for a reason.
Yeah, it's different and countries, different sensitivities.
Y'all, please go watch Sinners. Go watch Sinners. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment.
Watch it twice.
Watch it 4 times.
5.
22. But listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't lead you astray. I wouldn't leave you wrong. And I'm gonna be gone in a minute. But I want to tell you, go watch Sinners, man. Tell me what you think. Now, I'm not trying to tell you who to believe in, but I want you to tell me what your perspective of this movie. You guys know I'm always come spiritual. So again, y'all take it easy. I love you guys. Stay prayed up. We about to be head out. We leaving. But next Sunday, next time, chapter 3.
For sure.
Okay, y'all take it easy. Bye, you guys.